If you have a legal question, you're in the right place. It's All Things Legal with Albert Nico and Doug Sinceri of the Nico and Sinceri Law Firm. Call 504-260-1870 or toll free 866-889-0870.
We're back. Doug Sinceri, Albert Nico, your weekend lawyers, All Things Legal. You can also call us at a law firm if you've got any questions at 504-837-1304, 504-837-1304. And I just wanted to clarify, you were talking about Tommy Kehoe.
Uh-oh, it's still getting you, huh?
It's still getting
All right.
that when we used to pick football games, the winner would have to pay for the other for its all-you-can-eat meal lunch at the Dragon Hall Cafe, which was right behind Louis.
Uh-huh.
So that was our consideration.
So that explains how thin you were in college, right?
That was our consideration for the winner, and Tommy was probably pretty proficient. Now he's a skinny little fellow too.
He's still pretty thin. Yes, he is.
So
yes, he is.
But he was so Buddy is smiling down on us right now.
There you go.
Let's go to, and I'm just telling that if you're a kid, because there's probably 5 kids who listen to the show, because our demographics is probably 45 and over, 40 and over probably.
Let's not insult our audience here.
No, but if you're a kid, you should not bet your Dragon Hall all-you-can-eat meal on a football game. That's not good for you. Okay, that is not good, and I did wrong, and I repent. All right, let's go to Jake on line 3. He's got a real estate question. Hey, Jake, you on All Things Legal with Doug Sinceri and Albert Nico.
Yeah, hey guys. Good morning.
Good morning. What you got?
A long time ago, say like back in the 30s, this guy owned a piece of property, 2 lots side by side, and he built a carport that's 1 foot over on one of the other on the other lot.
In the 1930s, you're saying that?
Yeah, back in the day when you didn't need any permits and stuff.
Right. Okay.
So now through the years, it has transferred ownership, and so you got 2 separate owners now.
Okay.
And so you got a 50 foot lot and a 49 lot, but not legal. So now one of the persons want to put a fence up,
Ooh.
and they want to put the fence on the original property line. It wouldn't be any problem except for the carports there.
Right.
How would they straighten that out?
Well, there's something in terms of the carport. They may have to stop it at one point of the carport. You're going to have to go back and see their titles and see what they purchased. There's and when the property was subdivided into 2 lots, and exactly.
Well, it never was subdivided.
Well, obviously,
it was subdivided.
It had to have been if it got sold.
Yeah, okay, it was.
Yeah, so you have to trace it back to that point and see what the survey said on that particular subdivision of the property, and where the property line was, and if it has it down the middle.
There's something wrong there. It has always been 2 lots.
It's always been 2 lots.
Yeah, it's always been 2 lots. But
then I think that the person who has the carport may be able to keep the carport there, and the reason is there's something called acquisitive prescription, which means that if you are, there are 2 types of acquisitive prescription. There's acquisitive prescription in good faith, when you believe that you have title to that property and you erect a structure or put up a fence or take possession of that property, believing that you owned it. There's also something called bad faith, or it's not really bad faith, it's just not good faith prescription. One is a 10-year acquisitive prescription, meaning that if you believed that you owned it and you believed that your title had included that parcel, then after 10 years you would be able to acquire that parcel automatically. Otherwise, if your title doesn't indicate anything like that, or there's some sort of problem with the title, you have to have possession for 30 years. And so in this instance, you indicate that, you know, probably 50 years ago, even in the 30s, somebody erected a carport there. So that would certainly be more than 30 years. So they would be able to claim acquisitive prescription, at least insofar as that portion of the carport that that was on someone else's property.
Right.
So
right.
it's sort of the doctrine, which we would call it at De La Salle, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? Is that sort of when it comes to property?
If
and
you don't use it,
you lose it.
okay. That sounds good.
I don't remember hearing that in
That-
Bill Lawson's class.
Yeah, you did. You were sleeping. You came in late that day in class.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Well,
I'll have to look that up.
They could test this. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy with the 40-foot, he could test it, and if you wind up in court.
Well, actually, what you're probably going to have to end up doing if you have a dispute is have the court ratify what the property line is and what can and cannot be done. So
Correct.
they would have to probably say, based on the facts, based on the issue of acquisitive prescription, based on the fact that the other property owner didn't use it, so they may lose it. They take all this information in there and they actually draw a boundary line that is judicially recognized.
yeah, that would just kind of zigzag around. Because
Yeah.
sooner or later, it's going to be a problem.
Sure it is, and it's going to have to be addressed probably by a court or by agreement, one of the two.
And the longer it goes, the longer the person in possession has rights
Right.
to
Right.
possess.
And if we go to property lines, it may have to be approved by the parish council.
Well, no, the courts would do that.
The courts would.
Or the courts could do that,
Yeah.
override them. Okay, I got you.
All right.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, Jake. Thanks for
All
the
right,
call.
thanks a lot.
You know what? If next, that property was built in 1930s, and Jeff's father-in-law Kevin Heigl, who's a real,
Right.
he might have done that sale. We should check.
Back in the 30s.
Yeah, we could check with him on
yeah,
that.
I'm
Huh?
sure Kevin would appreciate that too.
All right, let's go to a break. Doug Sinceri, Albert Nico, your weekend lawyers, all things legal. We'll be right back after this brief time out.